All right, so we got Abhuman explain silly, wacky freakazoids. Oh wow, let's get to the. All right, let's get to it. Let's
Let
go.
me just be real with you. I'm hyped for the new Kill Team box.
Oh, make sure you guys follow my Twitch down below, and make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. 70% of you guys don't actually subscribe. What the hell is wrong with you? Let's go.
I covered orcs last week, so let's talk about Abhumans next. Plus, we'll finally be talking about the good old guard again. Yippee!
Oh
So
Lord.
what exactly is an Abhuman? They're abominable. That's what they are, and they need a purging. Unless they're useful, that is. But even then, they're still quite abominable. But taking off the silly pants for a second, Abhumans are GW's excuse to put more fantasy races into 40k. Alright, I'm just kidding. Silly pants all the way off now. Abhumans are basically just subspecies of humans that evolved to better live on planets with radical environments. Abhumans are looked down upon in the greater Imperium and are usually considered lesser beings. Only the most useful or most normal looking Abhumans like Ratlings or Ogryn are allowed Imperial citizenship. And there's a lot of Abhuman types with various levels of mutation. Officially, according to Imperial records, there are 27 existing Abhuman types. But in this video, I'm only going to cover the most prominent ones or the ones I like. So, R.I.P. Stiltlim fans. They won't be mentioned in this
Who the hell? Yo, is that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? Who the hell is that tall?
video or, pretty much anywhere else from this point forward. So with that out of the way, let's start this right off with the rat.
Oh my bad. Sorry, y'all.
And no, these guys aren't rat people. Rat people in 40k would
Now, I actually did hear about the Ratlings before, so I'm not going to, sit here and give off a fake reaction. So I did hear about these guys, but these gremlins.
be stupid. Piss off, Skaven fans. Ratlings are actually just hobbits with sniper rifles, which honestly is pretty cool. The
Dead eye. Snipe you from any corner of the map, yo.
Ratlings are the smallest Abhumans and developed their short stature due to inbreeding and, according to the Rogue Trader, living on worlds with, quote, sporific climates and abundant harvests, which you would think eating a lot and taking nappy naps would make you taller, but I guess banging your sister kinda outweighs that. Ratlings are of course very short as the Hobbit stand-in, but they're also pretty weak, hedonistic, love to eat, and are, and I quote, dumpy. Why hello there,
What that mean?
Frank Reynolds from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Hello, Ratling from Warhammer 40,000. And you might think, well, these aren't
Okay, I can't lie to you. That was actually funny. I almost spit out my Red Bull. And by the way, I have Red Bull in the cup. Yeah, I know it's diabolical. I know.
traditionally the traits you would look for in a soldier. And you'd be
Yo, put some Jordans on or something. Yo, he got the critters out.
right. But Ratlings do have their advantages that make them useful to the Imperium as a whole. Their small stature actually makes them quite good as ship crew. Short, check. Round, check. Ship crew, check.
Oh Lord, Among Us
Additionally,
joke.
the Ratlings have a natural talent for marksmanship. Frank Reynolds also likes guns, by the way. Although, his marksmanship is questionable. Ratlings are described as being able to hit shots from over a mile away.
I told
This
y'all.
good shooting, their short stature, and their tendency to scurry away from danger makes them excellent snipers and scouts for the Imperial Guard. Also, just imagine being a centuries-old space marine veteran of the Long War who has slain countless enemies and is feared across the sector just to get domed by a 3-foot-tall, hairy-footed, short-stack eating a ham sandwich. Typical Guard W. Speaking of ham sandwiches, though, Ratlings are also excellent cooks, which definitely helps their popularity among the other guardsmen. Oh man, I wish I could eat a delectable ham sandwich and take a little nap. Man, I tend to be a bit sleepy. Wait. Man. Sleepy.
Oh no.
This video is sponsored by Manta Sleep, the makers of the best sleep mask and strong advocates of naps. Something I can truly get behind.
Now listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. That ad was a little finessey. I love that. The headphones, they were kind of like irritating me. I don't know. Maybe I'm not a headphones guy anymore. But yeah, bro, that ad, that was a slick ad. Yeah. All right, y'all, we're back.
Let's talk about one of the most recognizable Abhumans, the Beastmen. Beastmen are, as their name suggests, men of the beast variety.
Ew.
Ooh, not that horrific.
Oh,
But the Beastmen,
Lord.
they're basically semi-feral goatmen. And their
like
goatishness
Mr.
does
Beast.
tend to vary from Beastman to Beastman. For instance, there's more man-looking Beastmen and more beast-looking Beastmen, but generally they have the torso and arms of a man and the legs and head of a goat.
Okay.
You ever just look at a goat and
Look at
think,
Tom Brady.
man, that's pretty cool.
Man, look at Tom Brady, man. Look at LeBron James, man. Look at Rory McIlroy. Like, you know, like, yo, look at Nadal, bro, from tennis, bro. Look at oh man, who look at Tiger Woods, you know, like look at Usain Bolt, look at Michael Phelps, like, wow, man.
Too bad those dumbass hoofs can't shoot an assault rifle, though. Well, if you had that insane thought, the Beastmen got you covered. From a combat perspective, the Beastmen actually have a great combo going for them. They're stronger than the average human and have beast-like aggression, while also having the dexterity to use weapons and tools. However, from a haughty perspective, they're gravely lacking, as they are generally perceived as gross, ugly monster men and are treated as such in Imperial society. In recent times, Beastmen have been mostly phased out of the Imperial Guard and are even being classified as Xenos by some Imperials. This, in conjunction with their natural aggression and feral instincts, makes them very susceptible to falling to the taint of chaos. Abhuman and Chaos Worshipper? Sheesh! Pick a struggle, heretic. A righteous struggle, like being subjugated in the Imperium, that is. Now, for one of the most important abhumans, if not the most important abhuman, the Imperial Navigators are big blue alligator people who
Ooh, that build is crazy. That build is diabolical.
just love 3D
Oh my
technology.
goodness.
I'm just kidding, of course. Although that would be pretty cool. Imperial Navigators are the navigators of the Imperium and are immensely important. Usually they're pretty much regular humans other than the third eye, and this third eye is what makes them so dang valuable to the Imperium as a whole. This third eye allows the navigators to open a teensy tiny warp gate so they could peer into the warp and sense the Astronomicon's light. Using the information, they're able to do as their name suggests and navigate Imperial vessels through the treacherous immaterium. Navigators are bred in the ancient Navis nobility, and the Navis nobility is one of the few.
Hey, the Navis, hey, listen, I'm not a hater. The Navis, they got a little bit of fashion sense. Obviously, like, do they got, you know, a better fashion sense than like Vulcan or whatever? Nah, but if I'm being honest, like, their fashion sense is actually pretty cool.
Organizations with some
I'll give it to 'em.
autonomy from the greater
Why not?
Imperium due to its
I'm not a
extreme
hater.
importance. There are also a ton of inbreeding in these Navis houses since they want to preserve the Navigator gene. These recreations of the ancient Alabamian rituals of creation, of course, lead to some mutations in the abhumans. Mutation inception, if you will. Some are actually beneficial, but most of them just make the navigators into ugly, disgusting, yucky freakazoids. Speaking of ugly, disgusting, yucky freakazoids, let's move on to actual big alligator people. The Scalies are basically big, strong lizard people, and they
Damn.
originated.
Man, he built like Ray Lewis from the Baltimore Ravens. Oh my goodness. Bro, he's built like Brock Lesnar. Like, what's going
In
on?
the toxic underhives of Necromunda and have since stabilized into the abhuman subspecies we know and love today. Except, I bet most of you didn't know about them until today.
I
But
didn't.
that's okay, because I'm going to tell you about them right now.
Okay, that's
They
good.
possess some of the magnificent powers of lizards, like regeneration,
That
thick
makes sense.
scales that act as armor, and looking pretty dang cool. Other than that, they're often used by gangers for their strength. Other than punching things real good, these lizard dudes are also strong enough to carry big, vaguely pirate-themed guns like spear launchers and giant blunderbusses called scatter cannons.
Okay.
Next abhuman on the list is Brad Pitt in Fight Club. Human, check. Ab, sextuple, check. Next, another dude who likes to fight and is strong are everyone's favorite dum-dums, the Ogryns. Woo!
Oh my god. Yo. Bro, imagine like, bro, you mid battle, right? You going crazy. You're on like a what, 5-6 kill streak. Like you're going absolutely insane. All you hear is, hey, you turn to the right. You turn to the right, man. You see a dude. He missing like what, 18 teeth. He got like what, 14 left. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I'm gonna count my blessings right there, bro. Hey, they call him meathead. Hey, they call him meatball, meathead, whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. If I ever see a creature like this in real life, bro, I'm running, bro. All he gonna see is my booty and elbows. I'm out of here, bro. Truly, I'm out of here, bro. And he gotta catch me, bro. And I know, yo, every time he run, bro, it sounds like the building about to fall down, bro. Bro, every time he runs, bro, it's treacherous out there. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'll be scared of this guy, but Again, I would never be in this situation. Obviously, I'm having my sweet glorious King Vulcan save me, so it really doesn't matter. But yeah, I'm gonna be on. Hey, this Ogryn or whatever you want to call him, this guy is scary.
The Ogryns are the strongest abhuman type, and these giants are often given
no surprise.
giant guns and giant knives, thrown into giant fights, and are expected to make a giant mess. The Ogryns originate from human settlers on worlds with strong gravity, many of these worlds being prison worlds, which, again, just like Ratlings, this evolutionary path doesn't seem to make much sense. Being on a high gravity world should theoretically make the malnourished prisoners short and squat, not unlike the creatively named squats, another abhuman species. But whatever, the Ogryns are as stupid as they are strong, as loyal as they are stupid, and as strong as they are loyal. This makes them perfectly suited for frontline assaults and bodyguard positions. The Ogryns are usually given Ripper guns, which are giant shotguns made to be quote-unquote Ogryn-proof, so that the Ogryns can't break their own weapons, and it also allows the Ripper gun to work as a giant club. Which is nice since most Ogryns are masters of the ancient martial art of bonking someone on the head and breaking every bone in their body. So with their great strength, Ripper guns, huge stature, and natural durability, the Ogryns are a terrifying foe up close. Ogryns are also widely used enough to have some specialists. The smartest Ogryn, those being the ones who count past 4 and make more original jokes, are given an augment called the Biochemical Ogryn Neural Enhancement, or Bone, and are called Boneheads. These Ogryns serve as the sergeants of Ogryn squads. There's also the Bolgryn, who are the more elite Ogryn, equipped with carapace armor and special weapons like power mauls, grenadier
So
gauntlets.
like, how are you supposed to kill this? I don't. Oh, first of all, that was very school thready. That was a very school menace. Like you, bro. I just said something that like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm surprised. Like, the cops didn't pull up on me what I just said. But no. Genuinely, how are you supposed to take this thing out right here? Bro, look armored up. He's at least like what, 8'3", 8'4". He's weighing around 1,200, 1,500 pounds. How are you supposed to take this out, bro? How? I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm actually kind of stuck, bro. No quicksand.
And a variety of shields, which carapace armor and special weapons. Wouldn't that kind of make you like Ogryn Kazarkin? Wow! The Bolgryn's heavier armor and unique special weapons make them excel as living defensive walls as well as hard-to-kill shock troops.
Okay.
Also, these dudes' armor is part tank track, which is pretty dang cool. And to close off this section, I just want to mention that the Ogryn's immense loyalty and stupidity does have some downsides, as they can be manipulated to serve chaos. A lot of these Chaos Ogryns were tricked into thinking that they're...
bro, these guys, listen, and I don't mean to like be mean or whatever, bro, but like I've ran into like, well, no, I didn't run into anybody, but I've seen like, big dudes like this, bro, like in real life, bro. They are like their heads are empty. Like I'm just keep it real. Like that whole like, stereotype about like big muscular dudes or whatever, bro. Most of them are, lacking on the, on the mental side, which is, everybody has their strengths, no pun intended. But if I'm just keeping it real, bro, like dudes like this, listen, here's what I'll say. I think I can definitely, I was never bullied on the level of like, getting stuffed in a locker or whatever, but like I was just like the small guy, whatever, and people would like, sort of like give me nuggy wuggies in elementary school and stuff like that. But I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Big dudes like this, bro, if you say the right thing at the right time, you can definitely get them off your back, bro. No lie.
Actually serving the Emperor, and that the enemies they fight are the real heretics. Yeah, if you can't tell this dude's an evil devil worshipper, then you'd have to be pretty dang stupid. Oh wait, that's a loyalist marine. Oops.
Oh.
But moving on, these next two abhumans, they're kind of similar. Both are humans who are augmented to the point of getting classified as abhumans. The Afral strain are guardsmen who are genetically altered to exhibit the trait of the greatest heroes of the Imperium in order to be the perfect guardsman. And it actually worked. These dudes are pretty much super soldiers. However, there's just one hitch. They have cripplingly bad luck. And not just the typical lose your life savings and any chance of people loving you again at the casino. Bad luck either. These dudes give the Lamenters a run for their money. Usually they'll complete a mission with flying colors.
Yo, where's the armor at? Yo, why are they walking around like John Cena?
And then they'll randomly trip on a rock and die afterwards. Or something stupid like that. Due to this flaw, all the Afral strain regiments have perished. Oh, and also, they're all albino, which there's no way to really demonstrate that with my style, but Just imagine this white drawing is more white than this white drawing.
Ooh.
And despite all the regiments eventually
Yo, they're like Sheamus White. I don't know if y'all watch WWE, bro, but listen, they're like Sheamus White. Tough.
dying, they are still being
Tough
made
toodles,
and
okay.
sent to die for the Imperium. And then kind of similar to the Alpharal strain, there's the Gland Warriors, who are also heavily augmented
I know these
super
guys. I know them.
Freakazoid guardsmen. They were originally made to fight Tyranids and are actually super effective. They're kind of like mini Space Marines in that they get pumped with a bunch of drugs and then have extra organs implanted into them. Those organs mostly being glands that secrete even more drugs into them. And then, just like real crackheads, these dudes are monstrous up close, utilizing giant knives, las pistols, and their iconic dueling glaives. However, they're also hindered by the fact that, well, they're crackheads. They're working on crack strength, and at any time they can just overdose.
They'll do anything for that crack rock. Treacherous, man. Yo, hey, man, yo, they'll sell their own leg just for a sniff of the crack rock. It's dangerous.
Drop dead.
Yeah, it's dangerous.
And they also have literal crackhead energy. And I'm not talking about the TikTok girl crackhead energy where they'll drive their Corolla in a circle at the local 7-Eleven and say, "Oh, I'm such a crackhead" to all their friends. No, Gland Warrior crackhead energy is ripping your face off, screaming at the top of your lungs about your God Emperor, and then using the aforementioned ripped off face to suffocate a Tyranid. Oh, and Gland Warriors also have the superhuman ability to be the only good-looking model in the Inquisitorial Agents kit.
And they all ugly. I'm gonna just keep it real.
And just because I know
No,
people
they're
will be
all
mad
ugly.
if I don't include these, there's the felinids. They're just cat-person guardsmen. They're described as more agile and pretty lethal killers, but that's about all for them. And yeah, those are some of the most prominent abhumans. Okay. Oh wait, I forgot the squats. But
who?
them getting forgotten is lore accurate, so we're all good.
Look at these prices. Okay, 15 temporary. Oh, of course, yo. Of course, the lowest. Of course, like the lowest like item, the lowest price item is out of stock. Of course, this thing is $15. Boom. Of course, they bought it. Look at this, 168, 60. Oh my goodness, bro. Look at these prices.
Just kidding. I'll touch on them a bit. These are just dwarves. They lived in the galactic core, and due to high gravity and their frequent space travel, they adapted to be quite well, squats.
Okay.
They like mining, battle trikes, and being misidentified by pretty much everyone. Most of them were killed by the Tyranids, but survivors mostly became the Leagues of Votan or Tau auxiliaries called Demiurge. But yeah, the Leagues of Votan will probably get a video sometime. Maybe. I mean, maybe
They're not getting a video.
they'll get another kit sometime as well. But yeah, those are the most notable abhumans.
They're not
There's a
getting a
lot
video.
more, but they're somewhat obscure or just boring. If I missed your favorite one, feel free to let me know in the comments. Also, let me know all your favorite funny Ogryn moments. Big thanks to Manta Sleep for sponsoring this video.
Hey man, hey Crack Dog, get that bag, man. Other man, comment down below, man. What is your favorite abhuman species? You know that my boy Crack Duck explained down. I'm gonna be honest with you. Even though I kind of roasted him a little hard, bro. The like the big meatball, the big meat dude. First of all, oh, I said the big meat dudes. Pause. Nope. See, I told you, you would never. Yo, you would never get me. Y'all would never clip me. You would never, bro. I promise you. The big muscular dudes. These guys right here. I'm gonna go with them. I'm gonna go with them. These are definitely my favorite, man. Comment down below. What is your favorite? And I'm gonna see y'all later. Next one out. And peace out.